Okay, before I got up here, I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. It's a little bit of a speech. I named the clap. Can you guys just all do me a favor? Can I get like a loud clap? Just a good loud, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Nice, thank you, thank you. So do me a favor, clap if you love education. Yeah, everybody loves education, okay. Clap if you want to be healthy. Everyone, nice, except for you.
Dang, clap.
Yeah. Clap if you love freedom. Freedom. Clap if you love the planet. Nice. Thank you all for helping me out. Alright, now do me one more favor. You guys clap if you know how high the CO2 levels are. Alright, I know it's fine. I had to find this out myself. What if I told you that the CO2 levels have now surpassed 400 parts per million? Does that scare you? Does that scare you? Do you care? That's alright. What if I told you that there's now a patch of trash in the Pacific Ocean that is measured to be 270,000 square miles long?
Dang.
That's the size of Texas. Yeah.
Right?
What if I told you that small fish were eating the trash and they thought it was food? So they're dying. And one day we're going to run out of fish.
Boo.
What if I told you that in the last 40 years, half of the wildlife population has disappeared from the planet? You clap for education? In the Census Bureau between 2012 and 2013, it was reported that 463,000 fewer people enrolled in college. In the world, we're ranked as 36th. What if I told you that 17% of the federal budget goes to defense, but 2% goes to education?
Boo.
What if I told you that the University of Phoenix has a 12% graduation rate? Does that upset you?
Boo.
You clap for freedom? This country puts in jail more people than anywhere else in the world. We have prisons where people make money for every time somebody goes to jail. And only in 18 states are you truly legal to marry anybody you fall in love with. You clap for health? How? We have the stupidest system. Did you know that every time you get sick, somebody gets rich? Did you know that we pay more for our health care than anyone else in the world and receive the least amount of return? And in the Bloomberg study of 48 countries, 48 being the best, and one being the best, 48 being the worst, we were rated 46th in healthcare efficiency. We were beaten by Nigeria. We were beaten by China. We were beaten by Iran. But what power do we have? Whatever can we do? This country thought of white before it thought of red and blue. And you can argue that this nation has had brighter days. You can argue that the problem is blacks and Jews and gays and Mexicans and the poor. You can argue that our founding fathers were just rich, entitled, aristocratic, white men that didn't know about power, that didn't know about love, that didn't know about pain, that didn't know about the sick, that didn't know about general welfare. And in all of those arguments, you would lose. They gave us the power. They gave us this little power that all of you have. Just a little power. Raise your hands if you remember the 3 branches of government. Good job. If you don't worry about it. I know the line that I can put them on. I'll do this really, really fast. There's the legislative, executive, and the judicial. The judicial is the one with the least amount of power. Those 9 Supreme Court judges, they're elected by the president. 2 of them are elected by the president during every single one of his terms. He's confirmed by the Senate. Whoa, I lost that for a second. Okay, so anyways, that's the judicial branch. Let's go over to the second most powerful branch in the world. Really, all I want to do is talk about these 2 branches. It's the executive. The second most powerful is the executive. It was the president, the vice president, and the cabinet. The cabinet is made out of 15 departments. The departments range from agriculture to defense to education to energy. Their purpose is to help president is there in case something happens to the president. The president is there as the sole representative to the world. And in case something happens, he's there in case you go to war. But then we get, just really quick, pay attention to this, this is really important, especially little kids. The president cannot make laws. They can't make laws. Even if we have a president who has all these good ideas, like, hey, maybe you guys shouldn't have to pay if you're sick. Maybe education should be cheaper. Maybe rent should be cheaper. All of that, it doesn't matter. He can't make a law out of it. He can only take the best ideas out of Congress, which brings us to the most powerful branch in the world. It is the legislative branch. The legislative branch is made out of Congress. Congress is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Senators are a total of 102 per state. They get elected on a 6-year term. But every 2 years, a third of them are up for re-election. That's every 2 years on November 4th. Every 2 years on November 4th. Every 2 years on November 4th. Then we have the House of Representatives. It is made of 435 different representatives that we elect. And they serve 2-year terms. They're divided in proportion to the population of each state. This means if you have more people, it's going to have more representatives. Less people, it's going to have less representatives. And they all fight. They all fight for this little power. This little power that all of you guys have. And all of you guys have it. And I have it right now. We all have it. We all have it. And they fight for it. And why? Why do they fight for this little itty-bitty power that they have? Because this power is amazing. This power can change everything. It has sparked revolutions. It has ended wars. It has stopped segregation. It has fed the poor. It has provided health care. It has made it possible for people with my color skin to be standing up here and just telling you all my mind. It's that important. It's that important. In 2014, Congress approval rating was 13%. Because they filibustered, because they gerrymandered. Look up those words, they're very important. Because they wouldn't pass bills on education, on budget, on climate, on immigration reform. I'm sorry guys, I know I had to speed this up. There was so much I wanted to tell you. And if I bothered you, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But if this does bother you, if it bothers you even a little bit, if it bothers you just that much that they will try to take this power away from you, if you care about